Welcome back to our three-part series, How to Play Chords Like a Pro. This is episode 2, where we will focus on inversions and register. If you haven't watched part 1 or are new to the channel, I will make sure to link the video somewhere on the screen, as well as down below in the description box. Make sure you watch part 1 along with this video to get the most out of this series. I'm going to show all of my examples on my keyboard, so let's dive right in. I'm going to give a quick recap of our last video in part 1. We worked on spacing and rhythm in the left hand with the example of Can't Help Falling in Love. And I'm going to continue using this song as our example today. So here's where we ended off in our part 1 video. So that was beautiful already. And now we're going to take it up another notch by adding inverted chords in the left hand. What is an inverted chord? It is when we take a root position chord that are stacked with the first, third, and fifth note, and we rearrange it so that either the third or fifth note is at the bottom. So let me show you an example. This is C major root position. And I can play it so that C gets kicked up to the top, and now we have E at the very bottom. This is what we call first inversion. And so now we can kick this E up to the top so that the G is at the bottom, like this. And this is called our second inversion. These are all C major chords, just in different configurations. Let me give you one more example with another chord, G major. So this is root position. Now let's kick this G up to the top, like this, so that B is at the bottom. This is first inversion. Now let's kick up B to the top, so that D is at the bottom. This is second inversion. Now we're going to add this to our example of Can't Help Falling in Love. We're going to invert 2 chords today. First is our second chord, the G major chord. We're going to invert it so that the B is at the bottom instead of the G. Like that. And the second chord we're going to invert is our C major chord, which happens as the second last chord of this example. So that was our original. I'm going to actually put the G at the bottom and turn it into an inverted chord like that. Let me show you what this looks like all together. Adding these inversions can create a more seamless and sophisticated sound in your playing because there is smoother transitions from chord to chord. We are now going to play around with playing on different registers of the piano. So what this means is we can play around with the sounds on the lower part of the piano, middle, and high part of the piano. Playing the same song on different registers of the piano can change the mood of the song drastically. So I'm going to show you an example of where I play high on the piano and in contrast, low on the piano. Try to see if you can hear a difference. So I want you to try playing around with both of these elements, the inversions and register, and just have fun and experiment and see what kinds of sounds you can create. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you feel more confident in your own piano playing. If you want to stick around for part 3 of the series, as well as more videos like this in the future, make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned.